Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Wanted to shoot this video because I was having a conversation at the gym with someone I had not seen in quite some time this morning. And they said something to me that really disturbed my spirit. And I want to share this with you because this is something that is very crucial to your growth and your development. You are not meant to stay the same. I'm going to say it again. You are not meant to stay the same. You're supposed to be improving yourself. You're supposed to be evolving. Just think back on your life. Think back over the things that you have encountered. Think back over the things that you have endured and the lessons that have come from them. And if you can still say that you're the same, then there's a strong possibility that you haven't learned the lessons from it. Because the things that we go through in life help us become who we ultimately will become. Let's put it like this. I know that I'm still evolving. I'm still evolving. And the reality is who you are, who you were, and who you will become are three different people. I'm going to say it again. Who you are right now, who you were back then, and who you will become in the future are three different people. Memories that kept you up at night, that caused you to daydream, to cause you to not be in the present moment. Maybe even memories that caused you at some point to hold a grudge against someone or something. It no longer bothers you. You have made peace with everything that has happened in your life. Whether you got closure, I talked about that in a recent video, or whether you didn't get the closure that you thought that you should get. But you've made peace with those things that's happened. And those things that's happened to you, those circumstances that have happened, those folks that have betrayed you, those folks that have turned their backs on you, those folks that have switched up on you, those folks that you have outgrown, guess what? You've become stronger because of the things that you've gone through. You've become stronger. You are successfully applying the lessons that you have learned from overcoming so many difficult situations in your past. We all have a past. I don't care how holier than thou you act. I don't care how saved, sanctified, filled with the Spirit you claim to be. I don't care if you have never stepped foot in a church, in a mosque, or a synagogue. The reality is simple. You are not meant to stay the same. You are supposed to be progressing. And you have to get to a point where you have developed and matured and evolved to a point and have developed a level of understanding that you are not scared of change anymore. And that's the problem, because most folks stop growing because they're afraid of change. They are afraid of stuff changing, and they would rather stuff stay the same. That's why we see the world the way it is right now. And let me be clear. It has been predicted. So this is not I'm not the first person you're hearing this from. Hopefully I'm not. But if I am, I'll wear that as a badge of honor. But it has been predicted that the so-called dominant society, also known as Caucasian or white people, in this on this land, because there has never been a United States of America except when it came to the treatment of black and brown people. It has been predicted that in my lifetime, primarily within the next 20 to 25 years, that there will be a browning of America to the point where the numerical majority that has been since this so-called nation's inception will become a numerical minority. And they're fighting it tooth and nail to stop it from happening. And the problem, and they know it, but they're not going down without a fight. What they understand is, maybe they don't understand it. You can delay it as long as you think you can. But the reality is you can't deny it. You got to be honest with yourselves. And it's a lot of folks who are delusional, who are scared of change. But when you have evolved, you're not scared of change anymore. You become braver. You become bolder. And so if you know that you have done that in your life, then applaud yourself for staying committed to improving yourself a little day after day, one day at a time, one step at a time, one book at a time, one workout at a time. Whatever has caused you to become smarter, more intelligent, wiser, with more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Applaud yourself and keep improving, because life is a marathon. It is not a sprint. And keep believing in your God-given power and keep spreading positivity with the people around you. That's why it's so important that I shoot videos that encourage folks, because it's so much negativity in the world. And I don't like a lot of negativity around me. But it all comes down to choices. And in the process of coming down to choices, and this is also important, take care of your mental health as well. Now, we know mental health has become a serious issue over the last couple decades, but it's more prevalent now. And I know it's hard. It's hard, but it's not impossible. And one thing that each and every last one of us is in control of is our perspective. You are in control of your perspective. So let your perspective, let it be your power and not your prison. And I know it's easy to see the struggle when you're in the midst of the storm, when you're in the eye of the storm. But my prayer is that you choose to see the growth in it. You choose to see the growth in it, because the storm can produce new beginnings. And the storm can produce new life. So my question to you is, the storm that you're in right now, and I don't necessarily need to know unless you just feel comfortable telling me, but the current storm that you're in, what is this storm going to grow? Choice is up to you. But it starts with you. What is it going to produce? You owe it to yourself. You owe it to those you're assigned to. You owe it to your family if you have a family. You owe it to your children if you have children. You owe it to your spouse if you have a spouse or a significant other. You owe it to yourself to become the best version of yourself. So if you got value from this video, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. If you have not already done so, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace.